To give you a heads up about where this video is going, I consider guided meditation to be training wheels on your meditation practice, or swimmies for a small child. I'm not a big fan, and it has its uses. I'll share both of those with you. By the end of this video, you'll be able to pick and choose whether or not guided meditations are the right practice for you. In today's How to Meditate lesson, we look at guided meditation, its uses, its myths, and how you can incorporate it into your spiritual growth meditation practices. Hi, I'm T.S. Hall, the Stoic Medium, and I train old souls, empaths, and highly sensitive people to excel as psychics and healers. I do this by applying scientific methodology to timeless spiritual practices so that you learn to develop on-command, displayable psychic and healing abilities that are available when you need them most. Before I share with you how to use guided meditation, let's do a stillness meditation. We will begin by saying Reverend Bradley's request, after which you'll hear bell 1. At that time, hold an image, create an image, imagine, pretend, or know that there's an image of a spot in your mind's eye. Hold that spot to the exclusion of all other thoughts until you hear bell 2. When you hear bell 2, let go of the spot. Let it just drift out of your awareness and follow the sound of the bell down to stillness, silence, no thought. And remain in a place of silence, stillness, until you hear the bamboo clapper, and then we'll complete the meditation. Please follow along with Reverend Bradley's request. Open, O Blessed Spirit, the spiritual eyes of my soul, that I may be released from the darkness overspreading me by the delusions of the outward senses, that I may perceive and understand those things spiritual. complete your meditation. And as you complete your meditation, allow yourself to dwell in this place of quiet receptivity, place of thinking tranquility. I like to call this place my eye of the storm, because regardless the circumstances outside of myself, I have a quiet, calm, peaceful sanctuary within, a place where the spiritual eyes of my soul are open, that I'm the closest I can become to a direct connection with my spirit self, and, as a medium, with my spirit guides and teachers. This connection is like a pond that is still, which reflects accurately the world around it. And if you look below the surface of the pond, it's so still and pristine and quiet that you can also see some of the structures beneath the surface. This is your spirit self. Someone asked why I insist upon sitting for 10 minutes of dead air on YouTube and on video trainings about how to meditate. Because that's how I teach in person. If you were sitting in front of me as my student, we would meditate. Then we would discuss. The difference being is you're not here, so I don't get a sense of your direct vibration, so I have to speak in generalities rather than specifics. One of the benefits of a meditation practice is its ability to allow us to feel the space, know the vibrations, get the vibe, if you will, know where someone's coming from. This, of course, is part of our natural intuitive knowing, our intuitive ability, which is heightened, which is improved, which is enhanced by a stillness meditation practice. As we look at what guided meditations are good for, let's first begin with a simple distinction, the difference between meditation and meditative. Meditative. So there are many things that are meditative, which allow you to go within, to ponder, consider, to contemplate, to allow yourself to do meditative type things. Mindfulness is a meditative type practice. Meditation, and for the purposes of our training, is stillness, absence of thought, no thought whatsoever. If you notice in our stillness meditation practice, there are two components. There is first a concentration or focused thought component, followed by a silence or a stillness component. That's deliberate. That practice trains your brain to be strong, to be resilient, to do what you want it to. Releasing that one thought, going to no thought, allows you to touch stillness, to touch silence, to touch your knowing. And even though we are intentionally touching stillness, during our stillness, we do not do anything but strive to be still. This sets the groundwork for all of our psychic and healing and spiritual development, because you can see things as they really are. Guided meditations, meditation music, and walking meditation and breathing meditation, all of these different meditative techniques allow us to train the body to do what we want when we want it. As I mentioned at the beginning, in my opinion, guided meditations are like training wheels for a bicycle. They're a damn good start. But eventually, you'll get tired of being in kindergarten, tired of the limitations of what a guided meditation can do for your spiritual development, and you'll want to remove the training wheels. In my opinion, stillness meditation, if you're interested in spiritual development and developing your psychic and healing abilities, is the best practice. Mindfulness for a stillness meditation practitioner is a natural outcome. As you become more and more well-suited, well-trained at controlling your mind and having it do what you want to, you naturally, as a result, become more mindful. Your body and your mind are aligned in the same place at the same time, paying full and bare attention to what's going on. Your mind, which is part of your spirit self, the part that lives after you die, is what some people call the observer. So you have the thinker, which is the brain, which is your instinct to survive, which are all the biochemical processes of memory and thought and thinking and processing and pondering and contemplation. All of these things you actively do with your brain are observed by your mind, and your mind is part of your spirit body. Guided meditations or guided visualizations or guided experiences or guided rehearsals are training your brain to perceive and understand the real world in a way that you choose to see it. It retrains your beliefs, it retrains your values, it retrains your mindset, if you will. But more importantly, it trains you to sit in one place with your focused attention on one thought, one process, one experience. The part that's missing for most guided meditations is the fact that you never truly disengage your brain, and therefore you never touch stillness, you never touch silence. Even if you're doing guided affirmations, your brain is active. Even in the cases of hypnosis, where you go into a deeply relaxed state with your body, your mind is still fully and actively engaged. And it's only through the disengagement of your mind, allowing your brain to quiet down, to stop firing so many things, to stop the conscious thinking process, the rational thinking process, that we allow ourselves to connect body with spirit. Your mind is the bridge. As I like to say, we open the spiritual eyes of our soul. And remember, your soul is part of your physical body and dies with it. Your spirit continues after this body is gone. I'm often asked, should I stop my guided meditation? Should I stop my breathing meditation? Should I stop my transcendental meditation? The answer is no. If those are working for you, if you're getting results, if you are progressing in the areas of life you want to, keep those practices and add a stillness meditation practice to it. And I can just hear your reactive brains go, what? You want me to meditate more than I'm already meditating? I already meditate a lot. Yeah. Stillness meditation is a 10 minutes twice a day practice. It's like a power meditation. It short circuits all of the time that you need and spend in a non-stillness practice to get the results. As I mentioned, I use scientific methodology, the fastest, most efficient way to reach stillness, to quiet your mind so you can see things as they really are, not only around you, but within you, is a stillness meditation practice. Anything else you do is for some other purpose. Many of the meditations that are breathing-based are excellent for stress and anxiety. Many of the guided meditations are excellent for helping you develop esteem and confidence, helping you prepare for very specific circumstances and situations. And affirmations are powerful tools that allow you to start to reshape and reconfigure your thinking, your mindset, your worldview. So all of these practices are valid, and none of them, other than stillness meditation, give you a way to quickly quiet your mind, to get to that eye of the storm place, that place of thinking tranquility, of quiet receptivity, where you can develop and display on-command psychic and healing abilities. A quick reminder that all mediums are psychic, but not all psychics are mediums. So we draw a distinction between our mediumship development, communicating with spirit, and our ESP abilities, which is extrasensory perception. One comes from your own spirit, your own intuition, your own knowing, and the other from our spirit guides, teachers, and friends on the other side who are helping us accomplish what we intended to accomplish this lifetime. So that's it. If you enjoy guided meditation, keep on doing it. If you start to reach areas in your life where you have questions that are not being answered, you may want to consider taking the training wheels off of your meditative practices and start to meditate using a stillness meditation practice. In my opinion, 10 minutes twice a day gives you an excellent return on your investment of time, energy, and resources. Please ask your questions down in the comments. You'll find links to all of our different resources in the description below. Thank you for your time and attention. If you found this video useful, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. There's a red button below me, and I'm told if you hit the little bell that you will be notified every time we publish one of our new spiritual lessons. You can also click my picture. Below my picture, you'll find what I recommend you watch next if you find this useful information. And until we meet next time, my highest blessings.